Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of What's Going On at Club Fred. Today is day 60 of my extended water fast. I'm in day 60. Tomorrow at noon I will complete 60 days of no food, water only, with supplements. And this milestone is also shared equally by another goal achievement, which is today on my scale I saw the 100s. I officially hit Wonderland. Cue the montage. So I've lost, actually it's about 57 pounds. I'm in my 60th day, and of not eating food. And it's unbelievable. I mean, I cannot believe it. How is it even possible that someone could go without food for 60 days? I did a 7-day fast, and it was going really well. I felt really great, but I had to quit because I was going on a trip to China, and I wanted a couple of days to refeed myself to make sure that I wasn't going to have any complications with eating. So I quit a couple days before my trip. But I didn't really want to quit, although when I went to China I had a great time. I was in Shanghai and I ate liberally. The buffet was beautiful, and I really enjoyed that. So when my plane touched down on April the 22nd, I decided that I was going to begin my fast. Again, it was about noon on Sunday, April the 22nd. And I haven't eaten food since. Cue that montage. after having completed 7 days, I decided that I wanted to do a longer fast. The plane touchdown, I counted that as the starting time, Sunday at noon. And I decided that I could probably go for 21 days. And I'd heard about people doing a 21-day fast. So I thought that perhaps I would go loosely for 21 days. However, I wanted to keep it totally open-ended. I didn't want to set a hard and fast goal of 21 days and then feel like if I didn't make it, it was a failure. So I made sure, this is what I believe, keep your fasts open-ended. Every hour, every day is a success.
Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of What's Going On at Club Fred. I am today in my 4th day of a long-term water fast. Previously I did 7 days and then I went to China for a week. And then the last food I ate was on the airplane, and when the airplane hit the tarmac in YVR, Vancouver, I haven't eaten since, which is fine. My topic for today is about energy. What kind of energy am I feeling throughout my fast? And my energy is pretty good. And actually I don't sleep as long as I want to through the night. So this morning I was up at 5:30. And now it is about 5:15. No? Right now it's about almost 5:30 again. And I have an evening class. So fortunately I'm not working right now. And so I had a bath and then I had a nap. I think it's important to give yourself a lot of extra leeway when it comes to resting. If you want to, it helps kill a little bit of the time, but also I think it helps you get through. It helps me get through. And I'm not normally a napper, but for the last few days I've done this, and I find that it's helpful. So anyway, my energy is fairly good, and also so is my mental functioning, my mental clarity. When I got up this morning, I was able to do quite a bit of work and, computer work and studying and organizing things, which has been really good. So anyway, that's the subject of energy. While I was on my 7-day fast, later, beyond the four days, I started to feel bouts of energy where I was very energetic. And so perhaps that's yet to come. My energy hasn't been bad. It hasn't been less than normal. It's been good. But by the same token, you may get tired faster. You may hit a wall faster. And if you can, and you're not at work or you're not under a stressful schedule, just take a little extra time for yourself. So that's all I want to say today.
So I had this goal of 21 days, and 21 days came and went, and I didn't want to quit. I felt good. And so I'd heard of 40-day fasts, and I thought, I didn't know why people set 21 days and 40 days. I mean, 21 days is 3 weeks. 40 days is not any kind of weeks. So I decided I kind of had this number in mind of 42 days. And it went along really well, and I saw 42 days, and I didn't want to quit. I felt good enough that it wasn't too hard. I've said this. This is the easiest hard thing that I've ever done. And if you think it's going to be hard, it will be hard. And so you should say, this is not hard. And I've asked people to say it with me on social media. This is not hard. Say it with me. This is not hard. This is the easiest hard thing that I've ever done. At 42 days, I realized that I was around 13 or 16 pounds from 200. And so I decided that my goal shouldn't be about days anymore. It should be about a number on the scale. I wanted to hit what they call Wonderland, which is under 200. And so I decided I was going to keep going on my open-ended fast. And today is 60 days, and I'm sharing that with Wonderland because I hit 199.8 on my scale today, which is monumental because I began at 257.4 pounds.
Hey guys, so I'm 2.5 days into my long fast. I'm doing a water fast. About 10 days ago, I finished a 7-day water fast. Went great, and but I didn't weigh myself, so I wasn't able to report on that. Anyway, I went away on a trip to Asia, and I didn't want a water fast, so I went off of it, but I couldn't wait to get back on because I felt so great. After 7 days, I was feeling a little bit regret for having to end that fast. So I'm back on. I'm 2.5 days. I wanted to start recording myself so I could look at least at the difference in my appearance, because I'm hoping to go. When I did my 7-day fast, I didn't really have a goal. I was just counting forward, and anything was a bonus. Anything was positive. But I did 4 days prior to that, and then I did 7 days. So I know it's possible. I'm not suffering at all. I think I see in my sights at least 21 days and perhaps a 40-day fast. The benefits of water fasting are really comprehensive. It's a lot more than weight loss. When you start looking into it, you really see all the things that you might be able to accomplish for yourself. It just feels right now. And people are cautioning me to be careful. And that's true. You should be careful, and I would never recommend anybody do this without consulting a doctor. That's the disclaimer. However, I have not consulted a doctor. I feel like I know my body pretty well, and I'll stay in tune with it, and so that's all. I have to laugh when I watch these videos. It seems like everybody, all they talk about is bowel movements.
What I do is I supplement. I take potassium, magnesium, pink Himalayan salt. I take a daily vitamin. I take a shot glass and fill it half and half with apple cider vinegar, real apple cider vinegar with the mother. I mix it half and half with water, and I take that. I sip a little bit of dill pickle juice from the jar out of the fridge every day. I drink filtered water. I just filter my water in a Brita filter and put it in the fridge. And now I also drink carbonated mineral water. I have 1 or 2 bottles of that every day. That is my regimen, but I didn't begin with that, and I didn't know about supplements, and I didn't know about electrolytes, and the fact is that on day 10, I had an incident where I fainted. In the middle of the night, when I got up to go pee, I felt a little funny at the toilet, and I decided I should go back to bed and lay down, but I woke up on the floor about 2 steps out of the bathroom. And I still have a mark on my elbow. My elbow took the fall, but it could have been a lot worse. I could have split my head. I could have had a head injury. It could have been a lot worse, the collateral damage. Anyway, I got up, I went and laid down on my bed. I took to social media, and the community there told me I needed salt. But I didn't want to get out of bed at that point, and within about 2 hours I had another incident. And what I've learned is this was a blood pressure crash, a low that I was experiencing. And one of the complications, one of the contributors to that is that I was continuing to take my high blood pressure medication, my diuretic, which is called hydrochlorothiazide, which was a mistake. So after the incident where I felt like I was going to faint again 2 hours later in bed, I slunk out of bed onto the floor. I laid on my back. I literally pushed myself across the floor on my back and got to the kitchen, where I slowly got up and I got what I had, which was sea salt. And I took some sea salt and washed it down with water, and I immediately felt better. And I learned about the supplements I needed to take. And since I've been supplementing from day 10, I took the sea salt for a couple of days, but I went to Amazon and ordered the rest of my things. Well, no, I think I was able to buy the potassium and the magnesium at the local grocery store, and I ordered the pink Himalayan salt. So basically on day 11, I already had most of my supplements. From then till now, everything is balanced out really well, and I feel great. So, and yet there's people in fasting communities that will say, well, if you're taking supplements, you're not really fasting. A water fast is water only. You don't need to take supplements if you've prepared your body properly for a fast. Well, look, I'm not giving medical advice here. I'm giving a testimony about what I've done, what I've experienced, and what works for me. And as far as I'm concerned, I needed those supplements, and I have to take them. And the proof is in the pudding. I've done 60 days. I feel great. I walk around. I do the stairs. I don't do an exercise program because I don't want to jeopardize my fast. But I do feel like when I finish fasting, well, I don't just feel like it. I know I'm going to start exercising, cardio, and some strength training, build some of my muscles again. I don't feel like I've lost much muscle, but I just want to do some conditioning.
Hello everybody, it's day 6 and 3 hours. It's Fred D reporting live from the front lines of my water fasting adventure. Today my hunger is more subtle, and I feel good. Even still, everything has been quite manageable. However, yesterday I think I could have put my hunger at around a 6 or 7 out of 10, and today it's probably more like a 2, which is really manageable. Now, I weighed myself last week when I was in Shanghai on the 22nd. Today is the 27th, so tomorrow will be a full week. I weighed myself in Shanghai on the 22nd, and I was around 117 kilos, so say around 257.4 pounds. Could have been a bit more because I ate quite liberally, and there was free buffet food there everywhere. This morning I weighed 245.6 pounds. This is about 11.8 pounds lost at this time to date. And when I factored in the exact hours divided by 24 and the weight, I'm exactly 2 pounds a day. Now the changes to my body seem more significant than what a 12-pound weight loss could represent. I feel the difference. I should have measured inches, but it's very obvious with my pants and my belt. I also received a blood pressure home kit, and my average of several tests is now 128/78, with a resting heart rate of 62. This is significant because I have high blood pressure and I usually take a diuretic, and in spite of that, anytime I tested at the pharmacy machine, I thought it would auto-dial 911 for such high readings. So I'm still committed more than ever to the long haul. I hope I settle in after 7 days and can go the distance. You can tell I'm reading here, right? It's a post I made on Facebook. I do not have strenuous things to do daily. I'm currently just studying at home. My brain is working well and I'm not tired enough for having to take naps or anything, but thankfully, I do not have to work physically and I can take as much time for resting as I feel I need. Tomorrow at noon, I will be entering new territory as I will pass the previous 7-day benchmark of my previous fast. I'm looking forward to what my second week of fasting will bring me. In the meantime, I'm feeling the need to reconnect with my spirituality, and I have ordered some study materials so that I can allocate some time to each day, enriching myself in this way. All I have is time. I do not watch television either, so I'm fortunate to be able to do this. So thanks for allowing me to share and for reading.
What are some of the other things that you guys want to know about? I've been asked about loose skin. Well, my skin is a little bit loose. I've lost almost 60 pounds, but it's not gross. It's not hanging. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I still have a body mass index that is considered high for my height, so I still want to lose more weight. Right now I'm just under 200 pounds. I want to balance out at 175. That may be too low for me, but I don't know, and I won't know until I get there. But I really want to actually push my weight loss down to about 166, because I know that once I start refeeding, I will regain water weight. I can't say that I'm going to continue fasting all the way to 166 pounds, but I do know right now that even on day 60, I'm not quitting right now. I'm getting results. Nothing tastes as good as thin feels. I just feel good. I can do this right now. I have the time for myself, and I just want to continue. I have no complications. I have no issues, and so the time is now for me to slay this thing and take it for myself. I tested my blood pressure, and it's surprisingly in the safe range, which is nice because normally I read very high when I go into the pharmacy to test my blood pressure. I'm thinking the machine, the bells and whistles are going to go off and it's going to call an ambulance. So I'm really happy to see that. I feel really good. I feel like this is doable, and I'm going in for the long haul. So I'm in my 7th day, and tomorrow at noon, Sunday, I will be embarking on new territory because I will be going beyond my previous 7-day fast. So I'm looking forward to that. The whole bowel movement thing.
that everybody that's fasting loves to talk about. It just seems like they hyper-focus on that alone. And I apologize for the house coat, but I'm just slumming it at home on a Saturday, and it's a rainy day. Peace out.
My energy is pretty good, but it's a little less than optimum. I do notice that I get a little bit tired if I try to push myself or walk a little bit too quickly. If I'm going upstairs, I can get tired legs. I don't feel winded. It's not cardio. If you're going to attempt a extended fast, just be kind to yourself. Give yourself what you need. Even in the beginning, and most especially in the beginning, for the first 3 days, if you can, clear your schedule, clear it of any and all obligations and responsibilities. Give yourself permission to lay around and treat yourself like a patient. Take as much time as you need. You will have some headaches, perhaps. You will have some malaise. Just lay around in bed and just give yourself whatever it is that you need. I think that's very important. And I think that's one of the reasons I've been able to be so successful with my fast, is because I've had no other obligations. It's all about me. I have the time, and I've taken it for myself. Well, look, guys, I'm not a YouTube video maker. I'm not a professional. I don't know how to make good videos. But I really feel that at this point, what I've done, the story that I have right now, needs to be told, and people need to know about it. And I've been encouraged on social media to share my story. And so I just wanted to record some of this and get it out there to you guys because of that. And I'm going to try to integrate some other footage that I've created into this video, and also some photos, so that I can try to tie this thing together. And I would like to thank you for watching, if you stayed with me to the end. And I will make some more videos. There's a lot more yet to be told. This story is not finished. As I continue this water fasting journey, also there's a lot more to share, because there's a whole lot to learn and to know about refeeding after an extended fast. There's a lot more to know about maintaining a large weight loss and to maintain your health. And so there's a lot of things that people want to know. And in regards to that, I will ask you, if you have questions, leave them down below, and I can do a question video. And like they all say, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Thanks, and stay awesome. Bye-bye.